Approval of minutes of the previous meeting of 75.
Yep, those I sent a text message
Jesus,
or
Lord.
email.
It's been a while.
That didn't take that
Oh,
long.
no, that was.
Is there a second with that?
Your wife thought, oh, geez, they ain't gonna.
Okay, all right. Selectmen's
I
comments.
thought there'd be a problem. I saw things coming up on the Facebook page.
Oh, yeah,
Just
that's what
one
she
thing.
saw.
We
Yeah,
met
yeah.
with,
I gotta get rolling. Good
Good
seeing you.
staff and Dresden broadband committees with, meeting with Consolidated and Maine County Community Authority. And I just got an update from them. Consolidated is, well, it's looking, it's going to be a more competitive grant for the broadband project. They are going to continue to pursue it. So that was good. That was a good confirmation that that's still on track. That's it.
Dale.
Nothing.
Jason.
Nope, that's right now.
I have nothing. I have public comments. Now's the time. Anybody in the public wants to talk to us about anything, it's on the agenda. Please wait for it to come up. David?
I don't know anything.
Nothing? Okay.
I could remind you that the Woolwich Community Picnic is August 12th.
Okay, thank you.
So noted, thanks Phil for getting that.
Road Commissioner, Jack.
Oh, no, everything, they were in good shape. We'll start mowing here right off soon. They shimmed part of the old stage road, went going back, pave, put the finished pave on it, and then do Chops Cross Road.
Good.
The weather's been a horrible deterrent to everybody this year. So we're on the list, and all we do is wait.
I have to say that the Shaw boys were on the spot this morning. We had the Hedge Bridge Road, the East Hedge Bridge Road was flooded over, and they were there in no time with an excavator and cleaned out the culvert and got it running.
I'd also like to thank Shaw for a couple of guys that cut some branches in front of the North Station for us. So visibility's increased quite significantly. So appreciate that.
Do we have a written report from Chris?
Real quickly on that, if you've been following, the bluff thing is still ongoing. There's another meeting Friday. I don't know if you've seen any of that, but the DEP and Chris, they're all working on the whole.
Oh, the
Bluff.
Bailey Bluff?
Yeah. They're coming as, he indicated they're getting closer and closer to resolve, I guess, but.
Some kind of resolve.
Yeah.
I hope they do something pretty quickly. I mean, when you
Yeah.
go by there on the water, it's like a sore thumb sticking out. I mean, that clear cut really shows.
Yeah.
EMS director.
We had 13 calls, 11 transports, 2 no transports, 2 mutual aid calls, 1 to Wisconsin and 1 to Dresden.
Anything else?
That's
That's it.
So just for clarification, just because of the way it was done before, but the 2 mutual aids are not counted in the 13?
They are
They are, because you had 11, okay, I see.
13 total,
Okay, just want to make sure.
11 transports and then 2 no transports.
Thank you.
10 people went to admit those and 1 miles.
All right, fire chief's report. Sean.
I got one thing, David. The payment for the Lucas device that was on the bill, that I think we thought originally it was a service visit that they made, but it turns out that was the
Last
third payment for.
Yeah.
So is that correct?
I believe so, yeah.
That is payment number 3, so we're done with payment. We're
As far as
done.
I'm
That's the final payment, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That was the one that was a total of 17,000, right?
Yeah.
6 months, no, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering.
And have we agreed, do we need to agree with, where's the funding coming from? You're putting down.
I don't know what account I need to come out of, but whatever you guys.
I think we paid the last payment on it through ARPA funds, which we found out was allowable to do.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should pay that payment through the ARPA funds this time.
I make that motion.
Yeah, second.
Okay, those in favor? All right, so we'll pay that. That won't come out of your budget. That'll
this month, nothing real significant, a couple of storm calls and motor vehicle accidents, but nothing crazy to report. I've had a couple people ask me about the Boston Road. We had a couple calls, but the Boston Road was down to one lane. Somebody asked me, is it going to be one lane and one way? And that's the first I heard of that.
No.
As far as one way, I
It's
hadn't.
going to be two-way traffic.
That's what I thought. We've already had, they were responding with engine 2 the other day, and they were going to go through that, and they had somebody else coming. They ran the stoplight and actually started coming over the truck. So, it's going to be a fun summer.
Yeah, well, wait till they start drilling down,
Yeah.
the Mill Road.
So were you at that meeting with the water?
Yeah, I know.
I think, you know, speaking for
They're gonna start the Middle Road and Cumberland Farms and
Yeah.
work out.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be.
Yeah, they've already started drilling, yeah.
That's gonna be really interesting.
So it appears that they started a staging area today.
That's what I,
I came across there, and have you been across? They're putting in a parking area on the side that they'll be doing the water line. And there was a sweeper and it appears that that's going to be, I mean, we only know what we were told at that meeting.
Yeah.
I think I'm misunderstood, I don't know if you are, but I thought they weren't going to be on Nequasset Road till, I thought they were going to get to Nequasset Road by Thanksgiving and then not do a whole lot, but now it appears.
That's what I thought.
Now it appears that it's starting all over the place, but
Well, there was one mention that they
were
would start from events.
they were, but at that meeting that was.
I thought they said they were gonna do test drillings, but they weren't gonna dig up in the Quasset Road until.
Yeah, they were gonna start at Cumberland Farms and work up.
When you go back home by that way, they put in, it's near the barn,
yeah,
by Billy Reed's,
by Billy Reed's.
somebody's property.
Yeah.
They're building an area, which, you know, I guess, but we may have to just reach out and find out.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Well, I found we have very little control.
Oh, no, I know. Just, the only thing I can do is communicate it. That's what-
We fought tooth and nail, to get 9 feet of pavement replaced,
Yeah.
repaired, after they get through.
And one thing you have to understand is the water district has the same autonomy as a town.
Yeah.
We have no control over it.
Yeah.
Just maybe some communication, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, old business.
Nothing for old.
Well, I think we do have something for old business. I think we should discuss the EMS director's position.
Well, I'm going to excuse myself from this discussion, since I have a family member involved in that, so sit down.
We've done interviews, we've seen resumes, we've seen references, I'm sorry. And I think we should not delay it any further. I think we should offer the job to somebody and get it going. So a motion would be in order. Want me to make the motion?
Well, I guess what I want to say is I think we had some very qualified, capable candidates, and I think it's a difficult decision. I'm just saying that from my own perspective. But
It is a hard decision because I think either the two finalists would do an excellent job.
yep, I agree. Do you have anything you want to say?
No, I just wish there was a way we could have them made it clear in the conversations.
I would move that we appoint Danny Everts to the EMS director position.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Those in favor? Opposed? Okay. We have a quorum and the majority has voted for Danny Everett, so we will offer Danny the job. And if he accepts, we'll have him start as soon as possible. Anything on the new business?
I have a couple of things. We have a couple of appointments to the planning board for Gaius Henning and Greg Bukowski.
I think we can do them both at once. We have a motion to appoint Gaius and Greg to the planning board.
Just to say, I also re-signed up and was sworn in, and I don't think it's ever come before the board.
Oh, when did you do that?
We did.
3 weeks
Okay.
ago?
Yeah, I don't think,
No.
I don't believe you.
We did like 12 or 14.
Yeah, I can look at it
The last
and see.
meeting didn't have any planning board on it.
No, but there was a bunch that
Oh,
were
maybe I missed it,
already.
maybe I missed it.
I'll look and see, Debbie,
Okay, that's fine.
and I'll let you know.
I move that we appoint Greg and Dave, reappoint Greg and Davis to the planning board.
Is there a second?
Uh,
And let's
all
do
right.
Debbie just in case.
And Debbie Law.
Debbie Law.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll second.
Okay, there's a second to that motion. Those in favor?
How much, Greg?
27 years. He was on when I was there. It's gotta be.
Okay. Anything else on the new business?
I don't know if you want to do this or if you want to wait until Allison comes back, because Allison usually signs for this. But this is for the MMA committee members, and it's signed by the municipal officers, so their terms are up, and if you want to re-elect them,
It says vote for one and there's only one person running. And then it says vote for three and there's only three people running. I think,
Do we talked about this before in past years. We vote for people we don't even know.
I don't know any of these people.
I would, what's it do?
they represent MMA. It's August 18th,
I move to table it until Allison. comes
until
back.
Allison comes back.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that, I don't know anybody's name there, unless you tell me knows something or
I
Dale.
don't know if she'll know anybody, but I don't know.
Is there-
I have something too, but go ahead.
Okay.
Is there anything that we need to do regarding the
That's what I want.
letter we got about the consent agreement having been completed for the?
Yeah.
Suzanne, Andy?
Yeah, did you all receive
Did we
that?
do anything further?
Did you all receive that email?
What about Candy?
Yeah, outlined everything that was done, Chris knows about it. There was,
Chris happy with it?
there, I don't know, he got it, it was sent to him, there also were some pictures attached. From what I read, I have not been to the property, I don't need to go to the property, I am content personally, because if you read all that, there was another survey done.
Yeah.
That she had done on her own, and if you recall, it actually took in some more of, came closer to her, she had to remove some other things. So I'm fine with it, and I think they went to the DEP and Chris.
You know, Chris has gone out to work.
I talked to Chris and
If he's happy with it, I'm happy.
yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to do anything right now, because we obviously received all of it.
Right.
So I don't know anything else.
And I think the landscaper worked really closely with DEP.
They did, and she outlined all that very well, that the plan was approved and done, and you could see in the pictures that it was probably quite expensive, and not that, done. I don't personally have any. What I was gonna say was the two things I was gonna bring up is, what do we wanna do about the purchase and sale agreement? The one that we have, the draft for the property across the street, we need to do some work on.
Okay.
Kristen just kind of put that together for us in the draft. When I read that, it talks about the survey.
Yeah, I think we should, I think the earnest money, the escrow agent and all that, I don't think we need that.
I don't see the point in that either, like putting 10,000.
I mean, it's gonna be a one-time, one-payment thing, and quite frankly, I'd like to get it done as soon as possible.
Once we sign this, we have 30 days to close. The other thing is, we do have to do it's prudent to do a title search, which the attorney firm is willing to do, and do the closing. They did it on the Fuller property, but sometime we need to meet sooner than later.
Okay, why don't we just send this, why don't we just tell her to take off, let's see. I don't think we even need to give them $10,000. I think they'd be happy with a one-time check of $80,000.
Yeah, they've agreed to a one payment. Have you read it?
No, I haven't.
I would say that the paragraph 1 should just be the very first sentence. The total purchase price of the property is $80,000. I think, mark this thing
I
out.
think you can, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just a draft.
Anybody got a problem with it? It goes on here after the purchase price. It says that we're gonna give them a $10,000 down deposit, we're gonna put money in an earnest money deposit, be held in a interest-bearing account by Freddie Flaherty, escrow and all that. We don't need that. We're gonna write them a one-time check for 80 grand and hope for life.
I was gonna recommend that we pull out the 401. I don't remember it being.
I actually found that the other day.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
we can do this, as long, I suggest we do it by Friday.
Okay.
And get it, yeah, well, if you have at the moment, or you have a moment, we work on this.
Yeah.
We already have authority to enter into it. We just need to get it figured out.
We need to make it a lot simpler. I mean, this would be if we were buying a piece of property that we knew nothing about, and,
Do you have time?
and buy it from sellers that we knew nothing about.
Do you have time Friday for, does Friday work in the afternoon?
Thing.
Tim, you don't need to be there, I mean, we can,
Afternoon, yes.
yeah, you guys, you want to be?
Or remain all day, so.
Is it time on Friday?
4:30, I don't know, I can try to wait, but if you got, I'm just thinking that we could get it figured out. Kristen does a lot on weekends, we can shoot it back to her.
Okay.
Once it's signed, though, we have 30 days, so theoretically, maybe mid-August or something.
I'd like to do it sooner than that.
Me too, I'd like to do it
As
sooner
soon
than
as
that.
we can get that thing done, we'll sign it, send it off to Philip Maryland, have them sign it,
Yeah.
we'll cut them a check.
So on
And
that,
through the property, we'll.
yeah, on that note, real quick, I have some other piece of information. Corey Wallace, the mowing contractor, saw that we were looking into this. I asked him what it would cost to mow that property from say August for the rest of the season, and he said he would do it for $300 total.
I have to say, I'm very, not impressed with his mowing job at the town office right now.
We have talked about that.
We need to talk about that, because he's not, if you look at the donation box out here, he's not trimming around that, he's not trimming around the fire hydrant. I mean, he's obviously, I realize he works cheap, but that's what we're getting. We're not getting, I mean, he used to do a much better job for a very low price, which was a great deal for the town. But if we're gonna pay a very low price and get very low quality results, we're not getting anything, you know? So, I'll designate Jason as to talk to. You seem to bend his ear better than I do. He doesn't like.
All right, I'll do what I can. But anyway, I just want you to know that it wouldn't cost an awful lot to like, if we got it to mow it, obviously, we try to use it.
Yeah, well, I actually thought that once we owned it, I've got that walk by weed eater. I thought I'd come down and do around the rocks, because I knew the rocks. Yeah, I could move and go as well.
Well, I'm sure we can.
I'm wondering, is there a way that we can move that donation box a little bit further down?
If we own
Because
it,
we can't see anything.
if we own that piece of property.
No, we own the town property.
No, if we own the piece of property across the street.
Oh, yes, that would be awesome.
I think they don't,
That's
I
an eyesore out
it's-
there.
it's not good in the wintertime.
I think it's a great purpose,
think, yeah.
but it's just in the way. So, as far as the meeting on Friday, do you want to advertise as the workshop? Yes?
I think
Yeah,
we better,
before.
if there's gonna be 3 or more of us in the room, we have
One meeting.
we have to notify the press so they can be here to keep their eye on us. you know.
Right?
Well, we
Workshop or meeting?
I like meetings because if anything comes up, we have to decide. I just,
Okay.
I don't see what harm
Well,
it is.
there's advertise it as a special select board meeting.
Okay.
We gotta keep going on it. The only other thing I have is, he just came back in, we need to talk about the Department of Labor meeting.
Oh, yes, I was, yeah, glad you came back. Are you gonna be able to attend next
Thanks.
Thursday?
I'm pretty sure.
Did you call her at all
No,
about
yeah,
that?
I was happy.
Okay.
Okay, but you saw them,
Yeah, I have all
Yeah.
that she gave me.
so are you comfortable with those items?
Yeah, I gotta go through and figure out what it is that they're,
If I read
I
correctly,
don't
it
understand
said-
why they're missing stuff.
no, I don't either, but if I read correctly, it can be emailed ahead of time. And obviously, we've got to go to Augusta, we've got to do this.
Yeah.
and you
I just wonder if that corrective abatement form I gave you,
Yeah.
if you just fill that out on those 4 citations, and that's what we bring with them, because that's basically what she said.
Or email it ahead of time.
Exactly,
I mean,
yeah.
whatever, I mean,
Yeah.
this is probably a fairly
Yeah.
uncomfortable meeting, right?
Yeah, and it's not gonna be a fun meeting, but we're gonna go up, dress like a hobo and go up and visit with the poorest town in the state of Maine. We don't have any money, and, you know.
Yeah.
Sean, while we're talking about the Department of Labor, would you write a letter to the young to the gentleman that seems to have trouble turning in his time cards, and put it in his file, and make sure he gets a copy of the letter, telling him that it's gonna get us in so damn much trouble with this Department of Labor. We just cannot keep doing that. State law, federal law says we have to pay people every 2 weeks. And
Whether they submit a timesheet or
whether
not.
he turns in a timesheet or not. What we're supposed to do, if he doesn't turn in a timesheet, we're supposed to cut him a check for what we think is his normal hours. Well, we have no idea what his normal hours are because he doesn't work normal hours. So if you could just put something in writing, give it to him and give us a copy of it so that we can cover ourselves with the Department of Labor when they come back and then re-inspect us again and say, well, how come this guy didn't get a paycheck for 2 months, you know?
Right.
That gets, you know, that just opens up such a huge can of worms. And, you know, I mean, we're in hopes, we're going to impress upon the new EMS director that he's going to have to watch for that. He knows somebody works Tuesday, he's going to have to make sure they turn in hours on Tuesday. We don't want to get in trouble with this, not nobody.
That's all I had.
Anybody have anything else for the board? Got anything?
Are you guys gonna talk to the director tonight, or?
Um,
Well, I don't think we plan on that.
yeah.
Remember, the procedure is we will contact and offer the position, and then we don't know when it, even though we said we would go to a point, we don't know what if the individual says, we don't want to start till Monday or next year, or, you know what I'm saying?
And then it's going to be moved to 6 month probation on everything, so.
Yeah.
So
We'll have Kim contact, or
They'll come tomorrow.
do you want to call, or
Whatever.
what do you guys want to do?
You can call, and call Jason and let him know that it was a tough decision, because we had 2 damn good candidates. Anything else?
Oh, I was just gonna say, tomorrow I am meeting with all the other town managers and administrators from Saginaw with Amber Jones. They're gonna do like a little powwow of just getting everybody's feedback on, community resilience and what else we, can do for the community. So she's gonna try and do a monthly meeting, so I'm there at 2 o'clock.
Now that you mentioned that, Sean, did you get an answer about that?
No, sorry, so
About the WEMA director?
not yet, no, no.
Because that appointment ran out, right?
Yes.
Okay. We just need to know what to do.
And we also need to decide who's gonna write that report that we got the grant money for. Do you know about that, Sean? We're supposed to write, we got a grant to fund the updating of our hazard mitigation plan, or whatever it's called, and so I think we assume Brian would do it, but I'm not sure.
We don't know if he's still interested in the position, or...
All right, motion to adjourn? No.
I just been thinking about something, on the news every night, we're seeing all these floods in Maine. Jack, how do we stand if we get some of those floods? Where would that put the town of Woolwich? I mean,
Underwater.
Oh, that's what happened when it comes to flooding.
Well, they'll trouble.
We had one this morning.
You can't second guess anything.
See, the trouble is, if you're getting 5 or 6 inches of rain in 1 or 2 hours,
Yeah.
nobody can.
They had areas, well, they have never gone. And if it happens to us, we're gonna have areas go out that have never gone out.
We had a 5.5
Did you see that campground up in Jackman or someplace, been there for 100 years, and the water rushed through there so fast, they were handing out life jackets to everybody on the land, because it actually took some of the cabins and took them to the lake. I mean, it's those cabins, that feels so good there for 100 years.
Yeah, it won't do any good. When you get water like that, so we had 5.5 inches of rain this spring, right, late spring. It was in a 10, 12 hour, 8 hour period, very short period. Get 5.5 inches of rain over a weekend, not so bad. Get it in 4 hours. Those guys had historic rainfalls in this short period of time. All you can say is that's why there's WEMA, that's why there's FEMA, WEMA. That's the problem. I mean,
Well, one got 5 inches of rain in an hour and a half.
all we can do is be as prepared as contractors or whatever, to do all we can do to keep things going. But we can't say this is gonna wash out, we get a big rain.
But can we do anything to prepare for, can we have the money set aside in case it happens?
Well, I don't think.
Well, we
Yes,
do.
Yes, we have that
$50,000.
$50,000 that we can take it out of undesignated surplus for any state or federally declared emergency, and it wouldn't take long to get the.
This hazard mitigation, that's what it does.
And that's what got me thinking.
Yeah, I mean, Brian, we talked about this over the
I
last
mean,
year.
we keep, I mean, interrupt you, but we keep material at the shop, different varieties of material, so we can go right in the shop and repair something. I mean, you know, do all we can do with, all we should do, I think.
Is that, I mean, if it got that bad, we probably couldn't get the cookies bill.
You never know, I mean, that's, you never know.
Yeah, but you know what, though, he's always had a good saying, you know, if it's that bad in Woolwich, it's that bad somewhere else.
That's what I'm afraid
And
of.
so it's like a hurricane, right? You know, or any of those sorts, like, do the best you can. I think Sean, you know, all these agents